Good evening to all of you. Namaste to all of you. Before commencing the session, my sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, my great salutations to the beloved Grand Master, Mahavatar Babaji. Yes. So in the today's class, how many newcomers are there? Any idea? They joined yesterday, today, something like that.
I think around 7 to 8 members are there, sir, new joiners.
Okay. So you explained the the procedure of meditation also?
Yeah, sir.
Meditation procedure you explained, right? Before
Yeah,
start.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yes.
Right. Nalini, somebody hand raised. Okay. Yeah, Nalini, please speak up.
Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, I have just registered for the next batch, but since I got the link today, I have joined. Is it okay?
Yeah. Continue. Because
Okay.
every day we will have meditation with procedure explained. Okay, you can continue in meditation, and every day topic is not connected to yesterday's topic.
Okay, fine.
So every day topic will be different. So you can definitely participate in everyday session from now onwards. Next month also you can.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, your video is turned off. Can you turn on?
Okay, fine. Yes. Anybody else? Newcomers? New joins from today? Vedavati madam?
Sir, good evening. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, ma.
I watched today's TV program.
Okay. You watched it.
It has come out very nicely, sir.
Okay.
Too good.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Ravita ma'am has joined from yesterday, sir.
Who?
Ravita ma'am, you can turn on your video and raise your hand.
I think Sujata also joined today. Yeah. Okay. So for the newcomers, new joins, so one suggestion is continue for minimum 2 sessions. I find here they come join, they of course they practice meditation once they learn. Also the spiritual wisdom, every day we will be sharing. Different masters will come. Okay, not every day same master. Different masters, experienced masters will come. They'll share the wisdom every day, different topics also. So try to continue. Okay, try to continue for, and say what the problem. Other problem is it's a free session. So because it's a free session, people won't take much care. That's a problem. That's our the human tendency is like that. If something is free, then we neglect it. But we provide highest quality in the this free session. Our quality is superb. We don't compromise. It's free or cost because our Guruji has given these values. So we follow that. Whether you follow that or not, that's up to you. Suppose though it's a free class, you identify that is very much helping you. Why don't you continue? What's the problem? It means either, because it's a free session, so no compulsion. You may come one day, you may not come next 1 week. After that, if okay, there is some time, we'll go there. But to make sure that if you continue for 41 days, we will promise or we can guarantee that you have results. What you are looking for. You are looking for anything in your career, personal life, spiritual life. Anybody is looking for anything, right from the materialistic to spiritual life. Everything is possible with meditation. Of course, we share a lot of the healthy principles also. Holistic lifestyle principles also we share in this platform. That's also free. Otherwise, you have to pay a lot of money outside to each and every channel to learn acupressure, mudras one side, isn't it? And also anything you want to learn the diet, for example, you have to pay somebody. You don't need to do anything, right? Everything is available here. Anyhow, so I'm trying to give this session so you understand and then try to continue. Try to continue and learn, keep learning. And once you learn, you're comfortable, then start teaching others. That's a philosophy of Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, PSSM. Same too for Mahavatar Foundation. Right. Okay, friends. Let's discuss about the today's topic. Today's topic is why we need to observe only the breath during meditation. Is there any speciality? Is there an advantage by observing the breath? If not, why don't we observe something else outside? Isn't it? There are a lot of meditations. There are 112 meditations are there. 112 meditations are there. So every meditation principle will give you the different way, the different technique, how to silence your mind. The goal of any meditation, any method of meditation, the goal is simple. The goal is to silence your mind, to silence the continuous chattering of your mind, to bring it to zero state. Once it comes to zero state, yes, you are done. That means everything is there in you. Only thing is you are not able to see. For example, sun is shining, but there are a lot of clouds. Can you see it? What do you say? Sun is not there. No, sun is there. You can't see it because the presence of clouds is covering it. It's like it's working like a blanket. Similarly here, you are powerful. You are immensely powerful. You can say like you are infinitely powerful, but you can't realize it because with the presence of cluttering of mind, the turbulence in the mind, right? The disturbance in the mind is completely occupied with a lot of so-called the inner enemies. You have all the 6 inner enemies, which are called Arishad Vargas, which already blanketed you. You can never access your own inner potential. You can't realize it, first of all. You can't know, first of all. You're covered completely. The blanket is put on that. Now it's up to us by learning meditation, by learning various methods, right? Now, especially in this platform, we are learning the Anapanasati meditation to unclutter, unclutch, and especially to take out the blanket which is kept on the light, infinite light. We are infinite light. What is the doubt in that? There's no doubt. We are infinite light. All of us are light beings, my dear friends. We are all light beings. Remember this point. There is no need to doubt. Only thing is you could not see it. You could not realize it. That's your problem. Then how do you come out of that? Yes, there are methods. The best method is observing your own breath. Why do we need to observe only breath? If not something else, some object is there, some light is there, right? Or you can see something else within your body, right? All that. But there are many things we need to know about the breath, first of all, before knowing it. Why do you need to observe? There are many benefits, in fact. But we must know little more details about the breath. First of all, breath. Breath is like, swasa. You can say vayu, right? Vayu, breath. Prana vayu. This comes from outside, right? This comes from outside. Outside means where? It's like a totally this so-called universe, right? It is, you can say like surrounding you, you can say environment, right? All this. It comes from outside, Bhakya, that means from outer to inner. You suck it, right? You get inside. Right. How do you suck? That's all different matter. But anyway, so breath. So if we talk about more about the breath, the intake of breath, and especially how the breath goes inside, comes outside, how many times we take. Especially human being will take per minute, 14 to 15 times or 14 to 18 times. It varies, depends upon how the mind is working. Okay. So 14 to 18 times we take. That's how in a day, 21,600 times we take the breathing, like, going in, coming out, one cycle, 21,600 times. Imagine. So whenever it comes inside, what it carries, it brings some oxygen. Oxygen plus all other things. Oxygen plus, there are a lot of pollutants right nowadays. Nitrogen, carbon dioxide, whatnot, everything is there. But the percentage of oxygen is keep coming down nowadays. The reason being outside environment is polluted. Why it is polluted? Because of the human activities. The so-called unthoughtful actions, or you can say aggressive actions, aggressive activities, like so-called unethical activities, whatever we do outside. So the complete pollution happened. And now when we take inside, right, it goes. Why do we need to take why do we need to take breath? By taking breath, I want to get oxygen into my body. Let me tell you, this body is created by soul. Who has created it? Body. Body is created by soul. Who is that soul? That is you. That is you. You are that soul, right? So when you are in the Urdhva-lokas, when you are in the spirit worlds, right? You had a dreamt. You dreamt it. You dreamt, or you decided to take the birth onto the earth planet. When you decided there, because of because of the past karmas, past life karmas, or you want to create something here, you want to learn something, whatever the reasons may be, reasons are many. To take the birth, reasons are many. In order to not to take birth, there should not be any reason. You don't want to take any birth? Yes, you should not have any reasons. You should be the clean slate. You should be zero. You should be a zero state person. No karmas, no baggage, no dukkha, no desires, nothing. Like you are perfect. Paripakvata. You are perfect. Like you are ripened. A ripened fruit. Ripened fruit, how it tastes. It tastes so well, right? Isn't it? You can't leave small part of the fruit also. You want to eat everything. Such a taste it is. Same thing. A master is so ripened, right? So you don't need to come back at all. But people who who pass away from this planet Earth, having done a lot of karmas, carrying a lot of baggage, go there, come back, go there, come back. Punarapi maranam, punarapi jaranam. Going and coming back. This keep continuing. But so it's all the moment you want to come back here, that's your desire again. That means soul desire. Soul desire is to come back here. Whenever the desire is taken place, right, then of course you express to your own family, soul family. They decide you. They decide well planned, like where to go, what to do, what's your action plan for the next life. So everything they'll ask you, what you will be doing, what are the things you will be doing there, everything is listed. Accordingly, choose the parents. Then you yourself, you are the creator, co-creator. Remember this. Here is nobody. Like, somebody gift it, somebody bestow it, somebody bless it, nothing. Everything happens on your own creation. The creation is done by you. Complete. That means you are a co-creator. You create some body, a physical body in the mother womb, which you selected. By communicating to mother, making agree each other, then you create. That means you are a soul entity, isn't it? You are a creator. So you create the physical body what you need according to your karmas. That particular physical body is created within the mother womb. Then after 9 months, of course, it will come out. When the body is coming out, that means the birth is taking place. The first breath what you take, isn't it? So the body is like an instrument. It's like one vehicle. For what? For a soul. It's a vehicle. So your body, within your body, the soul enters. The first, whenever the soul enters, probably about the physical poet, that particularly fetus, you can say, like, small, that egg is growing day by day, and it becomes matured, right? One single cell go on mature. It becomes a physical body, small physical body, like infant within the mother womb. Then ultimately, 3rd month or 4th month, the soul enters there. Until then, there is no life in it. Only some organs are getting formed. Not all the organs. Okay. So that's how it is getting created within that. So 3rd or 4th month, once it's entered, then the prana started. That means within that small the infant, what is growing inside, so that start, the heart start vibrating. All that keeps working, isn't it? So the 9th month, when the baby comes out, that time the first breath comes. First breath means, like, when the soul is there inside, let me tell you, the soul is there within that physical body, right? Small infant. That itself is, suck the vayu from outside. Of course, vayu is there, surrounding us. All of us, we are there inside the vayu only. Around us, what is there? Vayu is there. That means this prana vayu is there. So the moment where this physical body is coming out, until then what happened? Until then the breath is taking place through the placenta of the mother. It doesn't need to breath. Anyhow, every tissue, every cell of mother and baby both needs oxygen. Remember this point. If there is no oxygen, no cell can survive. Remember this. So that oxygen comes from the mother to the baby when it is inside. When it is outside, what is the need? It has to suck. From where? From outside. It has to suck. So there is a soul inside, isn't it? Soul is the software. Your body is hardware. The software is properly programmed, then what it does, it knows what to do. These are all called involuntary actions. They're all called involuntary actions. The moment it is coming out, the mother's connection is cut. Then immediately it tries to take a first breath. When it is taking first breath, of course, it feels a lot of pressure. That's why it cries. Okay? Because the physical body doesn't have that habit of taking breath by itself. The small baby, when it is coming out, it's the first time it is taking breath. Isn't it? We also many times, whenever we go to a new place, we feel like something, embarrassed. And we feel disturbed also. Isn't it? It happens to us. Anything you do newly attempting, then it is something new, and it also something unexpected. Here the same thing. Baby is coming out. It doesn't know what to do. So, but within that, there is a soul. It knows what to do. So the action will be started. So it sucks. See, from the breath will be like this. Okay. From the nose, we take about, while taking the breath, especially, what will happen is, while taking a breath, we will take from the less distance. Remember, let's say we take around from 10 centimeters away, we take the vayu inside. While breathing out, we take longer breath out. That's a problem. So what happens is, we take less pranic energy, we leave more pranic energy. That's how it goes on actually. Understand? So that is why if you are doing more and more breathing, what will happen is your prana shakti is going to be wasted. So let me come to that point. Now, So the breath, the type of the way you take the breath, every human being is like this. You take from lesser distance, you leave out for long duration. That's how it is. So in doing so, you waste a lot of pranic energy. What is pranic energy again? Now, okay, so you just take one, let's compare with one vehicle, one car or whatever. So within the car, a driver is there, but there is no petrol, there is no fuel. It won't work. It won't move at all. Similarly, for the physical body, the inside soul is there, driver is there. That is why this is like, since the soul is there inside the physical body, it is live. It is live and no, definitely is good. It can go further. But there is no fuel. Fuel means right from outside, the fuel has to come. In the beginning, what will be the fuel? For us, only breath. The another fuel is mother milk, isn't it? So mother milk is one fuel, oxygen is one fuel, what it comes, isn't it? So, but when this oxygen, mother milk, whatever it comes inside, these are all inputs. But where is the software? Which organ has to do what? Where is the software? Who is going to tell all this? That is soul. The soul is going to tell every organ, okay, this comes, do this. This comes, do this. Like in a computer. In computer, we know whenever we input what to happen inside, the Microsoft, like especially, operating system has to tell. Otherwise, no device, the devices are dumb actually. The devices are just dumb devices. They don't know anything what to do. Without the operating system, it won't know what to do. Here, same thing applicable here also. Exactly it happens. So the soul is a software intelligence. Okay, especially this intelligence is higher intelligence. This is higher intelligence, okay, compared to any other materialistic intelligence. So anyhow, so what happens is now the breath, whenever it comes inside, the vayu will come. That vayu means like the prana shakti. We generally say is a we call it as breath. Breath means we always what we say physically, we are breathing the oxygen, breathing out the carbon dioxide. That's what we say always, isn't it? But what happens is, so whenever you are breathing in, we are breathing in from the pool. Pool means what? Around us, many people will be breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, surround you are adjacent, you are also breathing out. Whatever you breathe out, I take breath in. You see here, whatever that other person is breathing out, I am taking that breath in. But here we feel like, we are so superb and we are separate, we are great, this and all. All that is nothing. You are taking my breath, I am taking your breath here. What is that? It's so great. If I don't breathe out, if I don't breathe out, if I don't breathe in, right, you can't do anything. You have to breathe out, you have to breathe in. The same thing happens all on people. And along with us, trees are there, then you will get more oxygen. If you have trees around you, you get more oxygen. That's how it happens. Now, so this is the fuel, or whatever the fuel you are giving it, right, inside. That's very important. And also, many people, right, the breathing when they are taking it and leaving out, all depends upon again, the kind of thoughts which are running in the mind. There is one secret here. The breath and especially breath and thought, they are interlinked so tightly together. Especially thoughts are generated in the mind, right? So the reason for thoughts is so-called vayu only. It means thoughts are generated. Thoughts are actually movable. Thoughts are having a mobility. So whichever is mobile, it depends upon breath only. Breath is also mobile. If there is a breath, there is a thought. If there is no breath, no thought. The reason why. When there is a breath, what happens? Oxygen comes inside. When the oxygen comes inside, what happens? So you start, in fact, what happens within your soul, there is subconscious mind already. Subconscious mind. Subconscious, that means below conscious. But it is the collection of the entire history of lives of yourself. Right? Of course, the universe also. it embed all these things, but it won't be accessible. It won't be accessible that easily. The reason being, so normal human being cannot access it because he's especially so many lives he has not used it. So it is dormant. If he started using in this life, then it continues using it. Especially in the childhood only, it is little open and we can use it, and later on it is closed. Okay, that's how it is. That's why from subconscious we are unable to take anything, isn't it? Anyhow, here what happens is your mind, what is generated. See, to generate the mind also, what you need the soul consciousness. If there is no soul consciousness, there is no question of generating any thoughts. Understand? Soul consciousness must, and breath is also must. These two are must to generate any conscious thoughts. I'm trying to tell you. Remember this. Subconscious is different and conscious is different. I'm talking about conscious thoughts. Whatever conscious thoughts are going on within your mind, for which one thing is your soul presence. Can the dead body generate any thought? Why? It can't generate any thought because there is no soul inside it. So it can't generate. It means what? Thoughts are generated out of your consciousness is the point. You need to know down. But of course, to feel that, to continue the thoughts one after other, you need breath also. You need the breath. Because that's a fuel again. Fuel to the entire physical body. See, so thoughts are generated from the consciousness, and then the sequence of thoughts continued, it will be continued one after other, so this and that, everything, it will keep on going. How does it continue? Because you'll be getting breath, you'll be taking breath. So breath goes to right to the brain, to the top to bottom, every cell it goes. Understand? That's how this system works, my dear friends. Understand? So here is the one thing we need to understand. So the breath, when you observe it, for example, anything you observe, right? Anything you observe, it will slow down. If you don't observe, it will go on its own, right? So here, when you reduce the speed of the breath, for example, tortoise, what tortoise does, it try to, right, whenever required only, it uses its organs. Otherwise, it pulls back. Then it keep quiet. In that state, what it does is it only takes or consume only 3 to 4 breaths in a minute, not more than that. Okay, you just see anybody who is having a lot of tension in the mind, his breath speed, if you observe speed, that is too much. The breath oscillation will be too much, continuously going on. It may be up to 25, 30 breaths also sometimes. So that's what happened. The pressure, when you do that kind of a breathing, what happened? No, the pressure inside all the organs will be too much. Okay, so you are taking so very fast. The breath you are taking so fast, and that too, it is not deep breathing. It is shallow breathing. It is very, very shallow breathing. That's also the point we need to understand. Okay, so then what happened? If you are able to reduce the number of breaths, the number of thoughts also will come down, keep coming down. Because I told you right now, the source for the generation of a thought is two things. One is consciousness, second one is your breath. When the breath, when the breath, what you are taking, take the breath, no problem. Slowly take. For example, I don't take normally, I take in a pranayama, I do, right? Anuloma, viloma. We take deep breathing, go inside up to the navel chakra, then slowly come out. That's how I do. So when we do that pranayama, then what will happen is inside your system, all the tissues, especially the body cells, will get ample amount of oxygen. Then you can stay healthy. This is the thing we don't do generally. That's called conscious breath. We are taking consciously and we are leaving out consciously. But involuntary, when we are doing, if your thoughts are too much here, then we do a lot of swallow breathing. Say completely shallow. That means it doesn't go inside at all. That's how, friends. Now try to understand the frequency of the breath, the speed of the breath, frequency of the thoughts, speed of the thoughts. If you want to reduce the speed of the breath, right? Frequency of the breath, reduce it. That's how in Himalayas, everywhere, wherever are masters, the great gurus and Mahan yogis, when they are sitting, silently means that is the purpose. What you do is, you see, for example, the body has got the enough or more or less, whatever. We have pranic force inside. Where do we get prana shakti? We get the prana shakti from the Brahmarandra, right? In the sleep time. If not, if you are doing if you are a meditator, you will get through Brahmarandra. Consciously, you suck the cosmic energy. Of course, we say that yes, the soul within you itself is it's a part of the supreme soul. We know that. That means you have enough amount of energy inside you. It's called prana. We call it as a cosmic energy. We also call it a spiritual energy. We also call it a soul energy. Whatever the name you put it, no problem. But that energy is there within you, isn't it? That energy, what you do generally, that energy is, are you getting that energy sufficiently or more and more? No, you can't get it because your lot of thoughts are there. The thoughts are like an obstacles in order to get that energy and use it by yourself. So where do you get this energy? You get into the pranamaya kosha. To get into pranamaya kosha, your manomaya kosha it has to be clean. It has to be completely clean. It has to be zero, in the zero state. Then you get more energy. Generally, it's not. Generally, we can't do that. We can't achieve in the physical life. That is where we get into troubles. Okay. Now, so when whatever the pranic energy within whatever the pranic energy, prana shakti, we are able to get into somehow, some way through sleep or through meditation, whatever. Whatever the amount of energy you are getting into pranamaya kosha, that should not be wasted. Whatever it is there, use it, conserve it. How do you conserve it? If you take more breaths, this machine has to work like your respiratory system. It has to work fast. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Then what happened? Your prana shakti is going to be wasted. That's how the longevity of yourself will be reduced. Lifespan will be reduced. So that is why the secret of breath is number of breaths you have to reduce. If you are silent, if you are in a meditation, you are a yogi, you are a master, definitely you take very less number of breaths. By consuming very less number of breaths, the indirectly or directly, you are saving or conserving your own prana shakti. Remember this point. So the respiratory system has to work means it doesn't work just that easily, friends. It will use your own inner energy. Remember this point. Maybe through the food, whatever you eat, right? You get very less amount of pranic energy. You may get proteins and nutrients, but you don't get much like so-called pranic energy. Life force you won't get. The reason is the food what we eat nowadays, completely cooked food. Right? When you take cooked food, how do you expect prana shakti from that? Isn't it? So you may get some vitamins, minerals, all that's the thing which are required for the metabolism, your inner metabolism. It may come, but more than that you can't expect. That's why. So always try to conserve the pranic force within you. If you are able to conserve it properly, right? That means taking less number of breaths. Breathing out, breathing in should be very slow. The less number of breaths per minute. It has to happen. Then what will happen? The longevity will improve. And then as you are taking slow breathing out, then your mind also starts working such a way, it is going to be in a slow mode. It gets into slow mode. And then slowly what happens? If your breath is too slow, then the thinking and the kind of speed of thoughts within the mind is going to be almost nil. That's the state we achieve in the meditation. So we are consciously reducing the speed of the breath. Then is equal to the speed of the thoughts are also coming down. This is a simple secret, isn't it? Since they are interconnected, you are able to do this, right? So friends, so these two are directly connected. That is why we must be doing like this. If you do like this, then what will happen? Obviously, your number of thoughts will come down slowly. And what happens is, other thing is, in our day-to-day life, is it possible? Definitely not possible. That is why we say that at least sit in meditation and do this practice. You can save some of the pranic force you can save. Prana Shakti you can save at least. Otherwise, what happened? Most of the time, we are all engaged in the materialistic life. We have a lot of desires, lot of lot of other things to do. Lot of thoughts are going on, and we will be working on many other things. And we also we want to financially grow, or we want to make sure that our children are well educated, and these kind of so many desires all through the life you are running through, isn't it? So when you are running through all these things, then what will happen? You'll be wasting a lot of prana shakti. When you are wasting a lot of pranic energy, so what will happen is, of course, when you are wasting this much energy, what happen? You become mentally weak. That's the one thing. Secondly, what will happen is, you are far away from the realization of yourself. You can't realize. No question of realization at all, because you are engrossed within the materialistic life, materiality. The materiality, you are fully engrossed. There is no question of coming out. So for that, what we need to do is, otherwise, as I said, punarapi maranam puranapi janam, going and coming, this keeps continuing. Okay. Until unless we are realized in any one of the life. So that's how. So if you start practicing the meditation, then you know how to observe the breath. When you start observing the breath, then the breath becomes slower, slower. Then the thoughts also become slower and slower. Then ultimately you get into the so-called emptiness. That is called the actual state of meditation. This is called altered state of consciousness. That's how you will achieve it, isn't it? So that is why in every day-to-day life, compulsorily we must start practicing this meditation, Anapanasati meditation. Here is we say that, okay, observe your breath. Catch hold of your breath. Just keep observing. So one thing is, there are a lot of secrets in this breath also, my dear friends. Again, that's also there. That's also part and parcel. If you try to understand, when the breath goes inside, right, we think that it is so easy. No, it's not so. It's not that easy. If it goes inside, even, the first of all, the maker of this body, supreme soul, supreme power, he knows what all the things he kept inside. Even if you try other millions of years also, no doctor or no scientist can understand what is there inside this body. Such an intelligent machine. That's why we are wonderful beings. Understand this. The physical body, what we have, right? So this all, what are the physical body we are inside? We are wonderful beings. Such a miraculous machine. What all the things happening, nobody knows. There are trillions of cells, right? 120 trillion cells are there within this this entity, single body. And each and every second, right? What are the wonders are going on? What are the fabulous things are happening within inside? Nobody knows. Every doctor, every scientist, he will say something, then he gets some Nobel Prize. Nobody can say completely. Nobody can know completely. That's the other thing. Not only now, other millions of years, billions of years also nobody can know, because that is the creation. The creator only can know what he has created inside. That is why the breath goes inside. What Vedas and what all the things which are explained is within us. All the 7 planets are there. All the stars are there within us. The whole universe is part of us. The macrocosm is within our microcosm. So that is where the breath which goes inside, it goes make one pradakshina around all the 7 planets within us. You understand? So when it make one pradakshina, that means one round it goes inside and come back, while coming out of the one, goes in one hole through one randra, then comes out of in the other other hole. By the time it could have made one production around all the 7 planets. If you take a deep breathing, in a pranayama or in the meditation, it does all that. If you are having a shallow breathing, your mind is too much busy and working, it won't happen. That is why in meditation, whoever is doing meditation regularly, so the breath goes and make production of all the inside planet, all the planets. Then whatever your karmas, they all will be they get cleansed automatically. That's how they say that. Because all our, our timings and our karmas, all these things, somehow they are interconnected to the planets. Understand? The planets are nothing but, they have gravitational pull on us. Very much. Always it will be there. But if you go into the meditation, then you are out of the gravity. What happened? Any master who became a yogi is actually away from the gravitational pull. That means he is away from the karmas also. Both will happen. When you are away from the gravity, then you are away from the karmas. Otherwise, you are bandhana. You are in the bandhas. That's how it works. So, the breath which is going out, right? The breath which is coming in, right? They also carry some intelligence, they say. They also carry some intelligence. In the universe, what all happening, friends? So, all wonderful things are happening. One of the example, in the autobiography of a yogi, one example is such example. So one day, our the Laharimase is going for a walk. Generally, when you go for a walk, you go for 2-3 kilometers until the sea beach, ocean beach and all. A lot of 2-3 people will go behind him just for a casual walk. When he was walking, silently was walking, right? When he's walking, what happened? You'll be so silent and probably, you'll be utterly silent, where you'll be observing the breath which is going on, breath which is coming out. You will have that kind of awareness. Remember this point. So he was just going on, and after going a little bit, marching for like a little bit, stepping forward, he said to the back guy, one person was coming backside, take one piece of the cloth, he said. He didn't understand why he is telling to take a piece of cloth. Then okay, he went little bit, then one curve has come. In the curve, he was just turning. And on the top side, they are walking on the road, but from the top side, beside one house was there. There was one, a small tile or something. Tile broken and then fall on his head, fall on his so-called the thumb or, on the fingers of the foot. It has cut. Then the blood is coming. Then he said, get the cloth. He said, this guy was wondering, how can he say before that happens, how can he say this? That backside fellow, he was stunned. Then he said, he asked also, Guruji, how did you expect this is going to happen in next few seconds or few minutes? He said, my breath is telling this. He said that my breath is telling. You can imagine the breath which is coming out and going in. Whatever is coming out, it tells you the state of the organs. You know that? what is the state of organ, each and every organ, when you are going to die, that also it will tell, isn't it? So the amount of years what you are going to live here, that also can be estimated, it seems. And the breath which is coming inside, it is going to tell, right? It's going to tell, it is having all the information. Only thing is, we must have the intelligence to decode. That we will not be having because we are not aware of it. So we have to go to that awareness, means your amount of sadhana, amount of meditation has to go on increase. Then only this will happen. So you have to become utterly aware. Utterly means like, so you can say like a deep awareness has to be improved or it has to be acquired by you. Then only you can understand the real essence of the breath. Otherwise, you can't understand it that easily. Okay. Anyhow, so the importance of the breath, I told you why we need to observe it. Right? If you start observing it, you can achieve everything. You can achieve the higher purpose, lower purpose, all the things will be done. Okay. So if you take conscious breathing, what happens? It goes like, the breath, if you are observing the breath means you are observing it and you are taking it. Slowly you are taking inside, slowly you are giving out. Then properly the oxygenation, it's called oxygenation of all the cells happens. Your blood also will be pure. And when you are consciously breathing out, what happens? Whatever the amount of carbon dioxide is collected within the blood, right? Within the blood, all the carbon dioxide will come out through the lungs and then it comes out through the nose. That's a conscious breathe out. That's how what we do in pranayama every day. By practicing so, we'll be able to purify the body. We'll be able to cleanse the body. That's a physical benefit. Of course, the spiritual benefit, I already told you, right? So if you are going on observing it, your number of thoughts will keep on coming down and longevity will be improved. Then if you are able to decode that breath also, you have much more intelligence in it. It will tell about the entire universe. That's also another benefit. So that's why. So start observing only breath, then it is going to be much helpful. By observing anything else, our mind keeps working. Mind can never quieten. It can be never quieten. It can be never calm. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. We generally have the question of why we need to observe the breath. Today we learned so many things about by learning, by getting more awareness about the breath, we can learn what is happening outside and inside. That is so wonderful. Yeah. No, Masters, now today we learned much more information about it. Please do practicing more and more meditation and be aware of yourself. Yeah, in that note, I just wanted to say one point, sir. My elder one, he does meditation in the school. So he
Okay.
has one smartwatch. After observing the meditation, his breath will goes down to 2 or 3 in a minute, it seems. So he got scared one day and he just came to me and he said, "Oh, I'm getting only 2 to 3 minutes, ma." He was saying. I just said, "You are conserving, you are keeping all your breaths so that you are." What is that? Your Aishu is going on increasing. You are increasing your life, I said.
So indirectly what happen is, if you don't take more breaths, your respiratory system won't waste pranic pores. That's how your longevity will be more. So that is why we, especially we say that, your walk kshetra, bhavana kshetra, chesta kshetra, that means whatever we talk, talk and think and do, all these things must be with the highest awareness, where if you want to talk, you have to talk. If you don't want, you should not talk. If you want to think, you have to think. If you don't need, you should not think at all. If you want to see something, you see. Otherwise, don't see it. Don't see at all. Because everything needs prana shakti. That is why we generally, we think that all the yogis are sitting silently and what these people are doing, simply wasting of time. No, it's not like that. See, how do you conserve your energy, your own prana shakti? Only by limiting all these things. Otherwise, you keep on, blabbering and you keep on, your mind is cluttered, you are go on talking something, all the gossip. Then what happens? All your prana shakti goes like this. It is wasted. When that is wasted, then you get aged automatically because the inner, whatever the cells are there, they get aged. Anything, you use more and more and more, and then the energy is not there, energy is deprived of energy, then it gets aged automatically. Then it will die. One day the physical body will die. So that is why you have to conserve as much as possible. Even in breathing also you have to conserve. That's what we are telling. So the tortoise is able to live for 300 years. No, do you think it's a god or is it a god or is it a intelligent than a human being? No. As simple as that, it is just securing, it's protecting, it is securing, it is conserving its own pranic energy. That's all. Whatever the God has given, the soul is there inside it. As long as soul is kept inside your physical body, as long as physical body is proper. Okay. Of course, there are the karmas and then as well our own soul journey, soul travel. It will be there. We have to live after so many years, right? We definitely there is a destination. If that is there, you will go. Otherwise, if you want to really stay here and extend your time lifespan, it's even this one Linda Goodman says. Linda Goodman, what she says is, you are eligible to live here in the same physical body eternal time, she says. That means you have no death at all, she says. This physical body, you can keep it eternally. Chiranjiva Tattva, Amaratva. All that is how it is possible. Because you are able to conserve your prana shakti, not to waste it. Right? Unreasonably talking, unreasonably thinking, unreasonably doing, all this must be avoided. Then you will be healthy. Your physical body will be healthy. You can stay for a long time, right? Disease free. You can live blissfully. And of course, whenever you want, you can live. No problem. Yes.
Yeah, masters, if you have any doubts, please raise your hand. We'll take 2 to 3 minutes. That Linda Goodman's session, we had it in last batch, sir. That physical body is eternal.
Correct. Yes.
Masters, please raise your hands. Or else just share your experiences. Ramachandran, sir.
Yeah. Unmute. Yeah.
Sir, in one of my meditation time, I got a message about our mind. The top mind, and then I got a message that the mind works based on the thoughts that is coming. Mind is in fact, thought is the boss of the mind. Mind works as per the thoughts that is coming. Now you have said, sir, conscious and breath is the source for the thoughts. Now, I was searching for what is the source of thought. So, present that because people behave very differently. The mind, the thoughts coming and thoughts provokes the action and all that, and this thing, all that. So, this thought, the quality of the thought, but the source of the, I was trying to find out which is the source of the thought, and the source of thought you have said is that conscious and breath, and but the quality of the thought, that is positive or negative, based on that the action takes place, and that creates the destiny. Now here, there's something I am not able to understand. The quality of thought.
Quality of thought depends upon your gnana, your buddhi. Wisdom, what you acquire. Quality
Then
of
the
quality of thought depends upon your wisdom, jnana.
is
By
karma
reading more and more books and all, you will get more knowledge, sir. So that your
Yes.
mind also goes in a positive, good direction. You will know what is good, what is bad. Accordingly, you will have good thoughts. And
Your
your
intellect
breath
and
also, yeah.
your intellect and wisdom will decide what is the quality of your thoughts. So if you are purifying your all your Arishad Vargas, for example, and the thoughts what it comes out of you will be always in the pure condition. Okay. If there are Arishad Vargas, they are predominant within you. The thought which comes out of you will be always possessive, damaging, heart rate, anger. All this will be there. Those will be controlled. Those will be controlled by right your own wisdom, your own jnana. How much purification is done within you? It takes lives together. It doesn't happen in a like small time. It happens. This purification keeps happening from so many lives, life after life. It needs
Right, sir.
enough time, no urgency. Give enough time, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, any other masters?
Right. So I think here were all the old masters and new masters also. And next sessions onward, every session like this, right? So a lot of senior masters will be coming and giving you good wisdom, like sharing the highest wisdom, higher form of wisdom. So to make sure that this continues, we need to have hosting, like 1+1. Now Deepika ji and Sri Pallavi ji. So they will also have their own assignments and private assignments also. Continuously burdening them also, it's not the correct way. Overall here the old timers like old masters and the new masters, please come forward. So make yourself comfortable. What is required to be comfortable in the hosting facility and all, you ask both masters. They will tell you. They'll explain you. Keep this, then do this, do this. The training will be given. But if you do this, what happened? Let me tell you, whatever the service you do, right? If you do Annadana, maybe you do Vastradana, you do some, Arthika Dana, whatever. Better than all that, the Jnana Dana is very, very highest form of, the donation or Dana. So that is why take this opportunity. See here, all the masters, they are not switched on the videos also, in fact, isn't it? So you have to switch on the videos and keep talking. And you came here to learn, okay? And what all the things you have done, what all the things you learned, you want to unlearn first. For that only you come to here for meditation, isn't it? So so in this aspect, the one important thing is seva. So you learn as well, you do some seva also. That seva will be, so especially when you are anybody depart from this physical plane, only two things matters. One is jnana, other is seva. Nothing else. All your relationships, money, like your status, your kirti, whatever, fame, name, nothing. Everything is zero. Okay. You travel back without anything. With only two things you will travel back. One is, that means two good things, that is Dhyana and Seva. Third also will come. Your karmas also will come. Okay. If you keep doing karmas, that also will come. And part of that, you have so many desires, unnecessary desires, some unreasonable desires, that also will be part of you. Next life you'll be planning to meet them or to satisfy yourself. You will come back. You have to come back. You have to take the physical shape again. That's why. So be aware of this. At least two, the best thing which you have to carry along with your soul, which comes is jnana, the wisdom what you acquire, the seva what you do to others. Remember this, please. So this seva, to do this seva, please come forward, how much ever, whichever the way you wanted to contribute to the foundation. Foundation is always keep working on this and keep giving you the greatest wisdom across the globe. All masters from all over the different countries, different states, India, everywhere they come and teach you here. So in order to facilitate this to continue further for a quite long time throughout our life, what we need is we need to support ourselves. We need to support each other. That's the point here. I would like to raise it today. Okay. So whoever want to anybody want to talk about this, please raise your hand or unmute yourself and speak. And whoever want to express that, next month onwards, we will also try to be host, co-host, whatever. Please express yourself. Yes,
Yeah,
Ravi.
masters, please come forward. Even we have joined from 12th batch, from 13th batch onwards. Myself and Deepika ma'am, we are doing Seva. This is the one good platform where we are getting opportunity very easily. We won't get in any other foundations or any thing. You can do Seva very fast. Please come
Yes.
forward, masters.
So especially in English classes, when you are participating, you have a highest, if you participate properly, if you do seva, prachara and all, no, you get more people and then you have a highest chances to explore the higher form of wisdom because many books are there in English only. You can teach n number of wisdom, highest amount of wisdom you can get only in English. But the thing is, we all need to involve properly, right? So you have to conduct it properly. Now these two masters are doing from long time. They are conducting. Now someone has to come there and give some gap to them. Again, they'll also study. They'll also practice. They need some time, no, like that. Yes, Ravita, madam, can you speak? Ravita, madam, Reddy, Prabha, madam. Speak yourself, express, that's all.
Sir,
Yeah.
good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Next month I have night duty, sir. I may not possible to take that class. The other month I will try to take that class.
Don't say try, I will do it.
Yes,
So,
I will do it, sir.
yes. Try
Please
words.
share your number in the chat box, ma'am. We'll note it down and we'll contact with you.
You have a laptop, Prabha, madam? Laptop is there?
No, sir. I didn't have, sir. Only mobile I have.
Mobile. Okay. So they'll teach you how to do in the mobile also, I think so. So, from mobile also you can do that. Hosting the session and welcoming the speaker, that day speaker, like that. Okay.
Okay.
So our Deepika madam and Sripale madam are doing, no? Similarly, you should do.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
So do that seva. So that seva is very much required from you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Ravita madam, speak. Your voice is not coming.
It's okay. Today is my first day actually.
Yours
I
first
wanted
day
to
today.
learn.
First day
Yeah,
today.
first
Okay.
day today.
Yeah, no problem.
I
You
properly
say
took
you
whole
share
session
your
today.
experience of today. Today, how was it today? You just share the experience.
Yep, there was quite a lecture from your side actually. Meditation part was only half an hour, and I had joined earlier many certain groups actually who taught meditation, but I did not continue properly. After that meditation, I used to like the time period of 40 days or 21 days, 14 days that they used to have. I want to know certain things of my own personal certain power which I don't know what I have. I'm able to know what it is and how much I do have. I acknowledge such certain things in my family that anybody dies, I know it properly, because before 3 days or a week before I have certain type of headache, that I'm able to know that certain uncertainty is going to happen in my family. And that I want to know through meditation, that what it is, that I acknowledge,
very much possible. Yeah.
that I am having,
Because,
and I experienced certain things last 5-4 years. So I want to know what it is. So I want to continue with meditation
so
and want
this
to
is
learn
the path.
actually.
This is the
Actually,
path.
everybody is a learner. I don't think anybody is master except one, God.
Hmm.
Everybody
Yeah.
is learner here. That was I
Yes.
know. And even you are teaching, you're learning actually.
Yes,
And
definitely.
nothing else.
Definitely.
Everybody.
When you are teaching also, you are learning yourself. You are learning many things as well. When you are teaching, the first person who will listen is yourself first.
Yeah, that's it. Teaching is
That's
not
how
an
it is.
easy job.
That's how it goes. And when you are
Hmm.
teaching also, sometimes what happen, at the time of teaching, we get some inputs from inside. Okay, so those things we don't refer in a book also, but they come from inside.
Hmm.
These are the intuitive messages will
Yeah,
come.
many things I know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we don't prepare like
Intuitions are there. That certain intuitions.
we don't prepare what to speak here. No question of preparation. Okay.
It comes naturally. As I'm talking to
Yes.
you, it's conversation is naturally.
Yes. Like that
Hmm.
it comes.
And full. If you are knowledgeable, it comes. If you're not, then it is
No,
not
no,
possible.
no, not like that. Only few things only you should know, not everything. See, for example, I know the number. In a minute, I take 14 to 18 breaths. These are numbers I know, but the analysis and the around that, whatever it comes out, the wisdom that you don't know. I mean, you don't need to learn anywhere. It comes from inside.
Thank you.
Okay, I only need numbers. Numbers, if I can remember the numbers, that's sufficient. Remaining everything else will be coming from inside. No problem. It will come.
Oh,
It will happen to you. It will happen to me. It will happen to everybody.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
It's good that you are exploring this path. It's definitely it's the highest path which you are into right now. The
I am
meditation.
trying to find. Sorry to interrupt. I am trying to find out certain answers for myself,
Hmm.
myself actually,
No,
where I'm
that's
landing.
yeah, definitely. You see, in the meditation, the first thing is you are going to be exploring you are going to explore yourself, not anybody else.
Yeah, that's a.
So that exploration, it happens within you. That's the first thing which is going to happen in meditation. Later,
Yeah.
later you are trying to understand surrounding you what all the things are there. That's the next step, right? Understanding about
Yes.
the surroundings is next step. First step is understanding about yourself. So that will happen through meditation without any
Mhm.
doubt. So you continue it. Every day you do meditation, every day participate in the sessions. So definitely you will get the
Yeah.
answers for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, whenever I am doing meditation, first 5 minutes, there will be magnetic energy in between my two hands, sir. Is it okay or something else? I am having doubts.
No, in first 5 minutes, what happens?
Some magnetic energy, sir, and that's
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
start
okay.
the Shakti. I start
Yeah,
the
no
Shakti.
problem, no problem, no problem. It's not a problem at all.
Okay.
That's an energy, no? It's energy.
Yes.
It will be just circulating throughout the body.
Okay.
One hand to other hand, it will be circulating. So that energy is not at all a problem. Mm.
Sir, then another one, sir. Whenever we started meditation, some books they said that like they will sleep like that, so that we can chant some mantras like that. Is it okay? Or...
No. No work to mind.
Okay.
Don't give any work to mind. That's all. Simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Okay, ma?
Yeah,
We'll close
okay.
the session for today.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Right.
Masters, tomorrow we'll be having a holistic wellness program. We'll be teaching about home remedies, mudras, acupressure points, all those things. Please don't miss tomorrow's class. Yeah, we'll be ending the session now. Please do
Right.
come to the class tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, all the masters.
Thank you, masters. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste to all.